Hello guys, now in this video let's actually configure authorization for our ASP.NET Core web app. So we already have ASP.NET Core web app which is running in Visual Studio, and for that app we have already configured Azure AD Authentication. Now what we want to do? So we want to have two roles, that is basic user and admin user role, and we need to assign this basic user role to John David and this admin user role to Mark Phillips. Okay, so the user with basic role, he should be able to access only Index.cshtml page, and the user with admin user role, he should be able to access both the pages, that is Index.cshtml and Admin.cshtml. And now let's go to the Azure portal. Now we are in Azure portal, and now let's click on this Microsoft Entra ID, and again under applications we can see one, so that is the app ID, that is it's an app registration for our ASP.NET Core web app. So let's open it. Let's go to all applications and let's open it. Now let me duplicate this tab, and again let's click on home and let's go to Microsoft Entra ID. So guys, here you see we are under this tenant, that is default directory. Okay, and on the previous tab we have opened this app. Okay, so in this app, so again guys, this app, that is this app registration, it is there under this tenant. Okay, so if you go here we can see this app roles. Okay, so under this app registration we will add two app roles. And again guys, if you remember in the previous video we discussed that when we add this app entry under tenant, two objects are created. One is this one, that is app registration, which we are seeing over here, and another is service principal object, and it is created under enterprise applications. So for that, let's go to the second tab, and again we are under tenant over here, and let's go down. So again we are under tenant and under manage, let's go down, and you can see this enterprise applications. So let's click on that, and yes, you see we can see that app. So let's open that app. So guys, the one which you are seeing on the screen, it is service principal object for that application. Okay, and this is, that is the on the first tab, the one which we are seeing is app registration. So under app registration, under app roles, we will create master roles, that is we will create the new roles. Okay, and then those two roles, they will appear over here, that is under this service principal object. So let's do that. So again let's go to our app registration, and I will create app role. So here I will say app role dot basic user. Let's copy it. Again, this app role basic user, we need to assign it to the users. So let's select users or groups. Let's provide the value the same. Let's provide the description, and here I will say apply. Similarly, let's create second role as well. So I will say create app role, and here I will say app role dot admin user. Again let's copy this. Again we want to apply this role to users or groups. So let's select this users or groups option. Let's provide the same value, that is app role dot admin user. Description also same, and here I will say apply. So under app registration we have created these two master roles, and now let's go to the other tab. So guys, now we are in this second tab, that is we are under enterprise application under tenant, and we have opened this app. But now as we have created two master roles, so we need to refresh it. So let's again go to our default directory, that is tenant, and under that now let's click on this enterprise applications. Here I will select refresh. Let's open our app, and now here I will select this option, that is assign users and groups. So let's select that, and here now I will say add user or group, and now let's select the users and let's assign the role. So under users, let's select John David, and under role, so and guys, you see those two roles which we created under app registration under app roles, now these two roles they are appearing under enterprise applications, that is under service principal object for this application. So for John, let's select this role, that is app role.BasicUser, and I will say select, let's say assign. Similarly, I will say add user or group, and here let's select second user, that is Mark Phillips, and for Mark we need to assign admin user role. So I will select app role.adminUser and let's select it, and here I will say assign. So we have successfully created two master roles and we have assigned these roles to the respective users as well. And now let's go to the Visual Studio and let's implement required changes over there as well. So guys, we are in Visual Studio and I have opened this app, that is Azure AD for ASP.NET Core, which we have been working so far. So this is our ASP.NET Core web app. Okay. So the first thing you see under home controller, we have decorated this attribute, that is authorize. Okay. So first change. Okay. So first let's open this Index.cshtml page. So let's go to home and under Index.cshtml, and here I will say this is index page. So of course this will be accessible to every user. I will add another CSHTML page, that is admin.cshtml. So I'll say add, say view, empty, and I'll say add. And here I will say admin.cshtml, and here let's say this page is accessed by only admin user. Let's save it. So again, let's go to home controller.cs and let's simply copy this and let's create this action method that is admin as well. Okay. Now the first change we have to do is let's remove this authorize attribute. Okay. And now we need to decorate this index method with attribute authorize, and we also need to provide the roles as well. Okay. So I will say authorize, and under that I'll say roles is equal to. So is this index method, it should be accessible to all the users with all the roles, right? So I will say app role dot basic user comma app role dot admin user. Okay, but this action method that is admin, it should be accessible to only admin. So here let me copy this, and here I will say app role dot admin. So let's save our program. Okay, and now let's run it. So guys, again by default it will run with my credentials, that is Harshal Jain, and for HarshalJain.net we have not assigned any role. So if I run this program, hopefully I should get access denied message. So let's run. And you see I have logged in with Harshal.Jain.net and it says access denied, because it is trying to access that index method, and in that index method we have specified that it needs authorization and the user should have either one of these roles, that is basic user and admin user. But for user Harshal we have not specified any role. So let's do one thing. Let's copy this URL and let's open it in incognito mode. And now let's try to log in with this John David. And guys, you remember, to this user John we have provided basic role access. Okay, so let's select this, let's provide the password, and yes, you can see John is able to access this method, that is this index page. And guys, of course this is /home/index page only. Okay, but let's see what happens if this user, that is John, tries to access admin page. Okay, so we'll say admin, and you see access is denied, right? Because John has just basic user access role, but it does not have admin user access role. And this action methods, that is this view, admin view, it requires the role that is admin user. Okay, so if I try to log in, with other user, that is Mark Phillips, who has admin role, so that user, he will be able to access this admin page. Okay, so that's it guys. Thanks for listening.